Hello students. Today I want to discuss about the new topic, the noise. We know that the noise is the unwanted form of energy which is introduced in the signal during the transmission of the signal or during the processing of the signal in the receiver. The noise is basically degrade the performance of the signal. So here we categorize the noise, different categories there. First is external and the internal. External means this type of noise generated outside the circuit, and internal means this type of noise is generated inside the circuit. The external noise is predicted. Okay, we can predict this type of noise, so we can eliminate this type of noise. But the internal noise cannot be predicted. Okay, this is very random nature, so we can reduce it, but we cannot eliminate this type of noise. Within the external noise, first the man-made noise, we know that different type of electric circuit, electric motor, switch. Okay, the aeroplane landing, takeoff, this type of man-made phenomenon can also generate the noise. This range is from 1 megahertz to 15 megahertz frequency affected by this type of noise. And the atmospheric noise, the lightning, the solar radiation, the solar storms, the ionospheric phenomenon, thunderstorm, this type of noise is basically may affect the signal below 30 megahertz. Okay, now we move to the internal noise. Okay, this is very important. First is the short noise or the spike noise. This type of noise generated due to the random behavior of the electrode. Okay, as an example, we can say that in case of CRO, we have seen that the electrons from the cathode move very fast and collide with the outer outer surface. When it collided, then the short noise is generated. Now we move to the flicker noise. The flicker noise or the low frequency noise. This is type of noise generated in the lower frequency. Okay, so at the lower frequency, the current density change. The current density change, which change the conductivity of the material. So the voltage and the current fluctuation take place. Okay, so by proper processing of the surface of the material, we can reduce this. Now the transient noise. Okay, this type of noise is seen at the higher frequency, especially in case of transistor we can see this type of noise is gives the additional current to the circuit. Okay, with the increase of frequency, this type of noise is generated. The most important is the thermal noise or the Johnson noise or the white noise. Okay, we know that the every receiver, the circuit is basically there is so many resistor is there. So when the random behavior electron passes through the resistor, the heat is generated. Okay, this heat actually gives the noise to the circuit. Okay, so this is called the thermal noise. Okay, this type of noise can be generated from for the all frequency component from lower to higher. So that's why this is called also the white noise. Okay, so the thermal noise is basically value is given by the K into T into B. K is the Boltzmann constant, T is the temperature in Kelvin, B is the bandwidth over which the noise power can be measured. If we write in terms of voltage, so this will be root over 4K T B into R. R is the resistor. Okay. Now is very important is the signal to noise ratio. We in the communication, when the noise is come, we often this term can be we can hear this signal to noise ratio. Signal to noise ratio is means the signal power divided by noise power. Okay, from transmission to receiving, the every point the signal to noise ratio should be very high. Okay, if you write this in terms of dB, this will be dB with respect to power. So this is 10 log base 10 signal power by noise power. In terms of voltage, so this will be 20 log base 10 V signal voltage divided by noise voltage. Okay, so in every point the signal to noise ratio should be the value should be very high.